There you go. Right then guys, Lambretta vlog time. Cheers for all responses on last vid about nodding at bikers and scooters. As you can just see, I just did to that guy there. Some little learner on a scooter, give him a nod, no response. Yeah, so we had a bit of a mixed sort of bunch of responses from you guys. General consensus seems to be, who knows? I think play it by ear is what I'm going to do. If they nod at me, I'll nod at them, and I'll give it a go sometimes. What can I say, like that guy just there? That's first bike or scooter I've seen since I've been out. I tried it and he didn't nod back. He did look like he was about 12 though, so you might not know the sketch, but I knew the sketch when I was 12, I'll tell you now. So anyway, I'm going to get a new helmet, I've decided, for Christmas. Santa's going to bring me a new helmet, I think. I've been a good boy and I'm putting on Christmas list. So I'm going to say, what helmets have you guys got? I'm after a modular one, obviously. I like the flip up front helmets. So, well, you can get a breather in the summer, talk to your mates if you've got any at traffic lights. Plus you can lift it up and shout at cars and stuff. So I really like a modular helmet. So I've been looking at, there's one from AGV that's caught my eye. What's this guy doing, do you think? AGV Compact ST they call it. Looks really good, about 150 quid. I'd just be interested to know if anybody's got any recommendations on a decent modular helmet. They've usually got like a flip down little sun visor and what have you. Only thing is you can't really go and try them on. I'm not sure if the, you know, like the motorbike superstores like J&S and stuff in Leeds, I don't even know if they're open, and if they are open, I'm fairly confident they're not going to want you trying on bike helmets. Because, you know, because of the COVID bit and all that shit. But who knows? Ideally, I'd like to get some new gloves. I'm looking for recommendations now of the warmest gloves that anyone's ever come across. Because my hands are pretty much constantly freezing, regardless if it's summer or winter. Only difference is how long it takes for me to lose all sort of feeling in my fingers. I'm getting to the point where if I could, I'd consider having like heated grips and stuff, but it's not an option on a Lambretta, as far as I'm aware, because you've obviously got to do gears and stuff on the handlebars, and they're connected obviously to the underneath the grips themselves, but they'd be twisting around all the time. Well, you know, the one on the right's obviously designed to do so on a set of heated grips, you would imagine. But obviously with a scooter you've got to be able to turn the left hand one, so I can't see it working, so I'm not even going to try. The other option is you could get some heated gloves which run off a battery as well, like the battery on the scooter, or on like a little battery, you know, that goes in the gloves themselves. But again, if anyone's had any of these and got any recommendations, or has actually field tested them, I'd be interested to know if they actually work, because I can imagine it's going to have to kick out some pretty intense sort of heat to warm your hands up, you know, to offset the wind chill and the ambient of a winter's day. It'd have to be like a bloody kettle element, and they obviously nail electricity to kettles and stuff, don't they? They're all like, it's an MG, you know, like 1200 watts and all that bollocks. You're not going to get a battery that can do it, so I don't know what to do. My feet are also freezing, but that's another story. Right boys, thought I'd stop so we could have a look around my scooter. It's been a while since we've done one like this, if I've even done one before, because people sort of keep asking me what exhaust I've got on it and that, or some people do, as you might have seen in comments, so let's have a look. Right, so LI 150 Special 1964, it's got a Rapido 225 on it, TSR Evo exhaust, look, which is a nice exhaust, really pleased with that. Available in mild steel, which is in black, or in stainless. If I'd have had the choice, I probably would have bought it in black myself. But this one came for sale. It came up for sale, so off one of the lads or whoever, so I've just bought that. Got a 30mm Del Auto. Excuse me. 30mm Del Auto PHBH carb on it. This I've got all the shit mounted. It's all really scruffy. This is a little battery tray that I made just out of a bit of angle iron thing. You know, just a bit of metal, just to hold this little battery, and that powers the horn, which is connected with all these dodgy wires and all this shit. Unfortunately, at the minute, it's not working in on. I don't know why, because I have to disconnect it from these, put the charger onto the little battery, and then just hook it back up, and it all used to just work, but I don't know what I've done. Something ain't working now, so horn's not working. So there you go. These are my side panels, filthy as you can see. All that's like what they call spit back from carb, indicating that it's probably running rich, I think is what that kind of means. But I'm not right arsed about any of that. I'd rather it running really rich than really lean, put it that way. So yes, that's it. So that's my scooter. Matte black, looking like shit, really dirty, but it has done about probably 20,000 miles now. Got to have done 20,000 miles because I re-ranked first clock in first year, and that had about 14,000, 15,000 by second year, so it's done a bit like. That tunnel there, in fact let's go through it. This tunnel here is where I did my intro vid. Alright. Yeah, this isn't really where you want to be going. Going on scooter in middle of winter. But that tunnel there is where I did the intro vid. If you go on Instagram, I've actually got an Instagram now, which I don't know if I've mentioned, but I did a video, I did a picture of it on Instagram that is right here, right in front of that bridge there. Back when I was a kid, that used to be just full of water all the time. So you'd have to sort of go along on your bike down that side, holding onto that rail and try not to put your feet down because it was so full of water. Sounds fucking ace. It's not ideal for this at minute. Just like that, look. Just to touch on what somebody else said, can't remember who said it, but it's in the comments on the last vid, but someone said, like, you know, they've lost the mojo a bit over the last couple of months, and I totally can relate to that. It's hard to motivate yourself to come out and do this, to be quite honest, because particularly with current climate, there's nowhere to go, you know, there isn't anywhere, any sort of destination, it's not like there's a point to any of it. Not that there ever really has to be with biking or scootering or out like that, but it'd be nice if there were a few more people out and there was a point to it, you know, and we were going to meet somewhere and go for a ride, but no one's out. Even if you do go out, where are you going to go? You know, you can go for a cup of tea or coffee and that, but stood in a car park somewhere, say at McDonald's, and I just don't want to do it. But you go through phases where I used to be out on this every single day, rain or shine pretty much, and then you just don't go out on it, and it's just one of them things, like, well, the guy who commented summed it up, just like, you lose the mojo, you lose the interest a little bit. I don't know, if you felt it, and if you know what I mean, you'll know exactly what I mean just from that. It's, all I can say is just don't worry about it. Yeah, I just stopped at my my auntie's then to say hello, but she wasn't in. But I had a look at my phone, it looks like it were Rimmer 125, and a guy called Radiator O, by the looks of it. So shout out to you guys. Saying stuff about the not riding bit, and like that Rimmer said on the other vid, said on the last vid, said, you know, you get that guilty feeling, which is weird. It is weird, but as I say, if you know what we're on about, you know what we're on about. Anyway, I'm going home, so I'm going to leave it for this one. Oh, I might do some stickers as well. I'm going to look into getting some stickers done. Pretty sure I've said this on one of my other vids before. I never actually did it. I got some samples made, but I only got like 10 made, and I give them out to people who already know anyway, so they're a bit pointless. But we'll have a look at actually paying for some stickers doing and that. So when I get them, well, if anyone would be interested, put a comment, because it'll spur me on to sort of do some. And I'll just send them out to you. You'll have to just sort of pay for stamp or whatever. I'm not going to charge for a bleeding sticker. So anyway, so that's it. He has been doing that wall in for about 2-3 weeks now, and I don't know what's taking him so long. Anyway, that's it. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on next one.